Hello everyone. Welcome to Manga Boy's Manga Log. Wait, no. Manga on haul. Today we have new boxes from RIGTHSTUF. They package them differently and they use a whole different kind of cardboard. This is like synthetic cardboard. You know, they got a lot of money from Manga Boy, so they decided to up their game again. So let's see how good it is inside. I don't even know how to open this. I think I should call my mom. Oh! Okay. Woo. Woo. What the? Whoa, 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 whoa. This new style? Ah, it's too big. It's anti-streaming. Manga Boy, no. Hold on one second. Okay, so we have this next box here. I'm gonna see if I can open it a little bit better. The problem is the wings here, they're too long. You know? So I don't know a good way to open these. Has anyone else gotten these kinds of packages yet? Like, what the heck? Anyone got any tips for me to open this in a fun and fashionable way? Because, like, these are huge flaps. Wow. Look at that, guys. You can see about half the box. And you can also see I'm dying. Whoa. Let me unbox this so you can actually see what's going on in here. Take it all out and show you guys the haul real quick. Okay, let me tell you guys what we have here. And, you know, it's all pretty much summer sale stuff. So we have the Osamu Tezuka story. I grabbed this because it was on sale. I thought, you know, one of the few things I enjoyed about with Osamu Tezuka's Astro Boy was when he showed up to talk about his life experiences during the time that he wrote these stories in. So I'm assuming there's not going to be any story inaccuracies in this one, at least not anything too crazy. As you can see, I really doubt that Tezuka actually built a robot by hand like this that they're showing off right here. But maybe I did, you know, who am I to judge? I didn't read this yet or live his life. It was the 60s. He could have done whatever he wanted to, or 40s, whatever it was. We also have a ton of Snow White with the red hair. I was able to pick up pretty much everything that I was missing from the series, so it should come in pretty soon eventually. 25, 24, and this series I already have half of the beginning of it. I really wanted to get the series originally because I thought it was an interesting kind of a adventure manga that's been pretty popular since it has been coming out and people keep talking about it. So I decided to pick it all up that I was missing from the summer sale. I guess halfway through, RIGTHSTUF decided to say, you know, actually we're not making any money. Manga Boy hasn't bought shit from us. So we better put some of the titles that he actually wants on sale. So they did a Viz publisher sale, but they only did the series that had the manga in stock. So if the issue, or not the series, they only had the issues that were in stock on sale. So these were all obviously in stock. But the downside to this is that Renee, which I don't have any of until just now, I've got a huge gap. So we're missing a little bit of a later bit here, but we've got 38, 36, or 7, 6, and then this is obviously by Rumiko Takahashi, the same author who did, I almost said Bleach, thank God, no, Inuyasha, Ranma 1/2, they did, oh my God, Urusei Yatsura, Meisani Koku, you know, Mermaid Saga, Mao, they're doing right now. They're, I'm assuming, involved with Yasahime, but I don't think they're the actual creators of it. Maybe? I'm not really sure. Anyways, Renee, I've seen a few episodes of the newer anime. I don't know if there's an older one, but the anime was somewhat recent when I was watching it. The backs of these seem to be all the same. But the cat kid is in a different spot each time, in case you didn't realize that. Anyway, so yeah, the main focus here is we follow like the cycle of rebirth. You can see here I'm missing a ton of the volumes from the beginning. I've got 1, 2, missing 3, 4, and 5, missing 7, missing 9, missing 11, all the way to 18. So, you know, we do have a fair amount missing here. Not a ton. So it definitely does help me get my head start on my series here. That they would probably never put in a bundle because they know us dummies are going to buy it all anyways, whether it's on sale or not. So I decided to get it while it was on that publisher sale. That being said, I do have to wait to get the other volumes because they were not on sale. So I did not purchase them at full price. Okay, I'm not falling for that trickery. Okay, that's a little bit besides my wallet right now because it's obviously bankrupt after finishing Snow White with the Red Hair and then Renee. That was like a huge amount of volumes, even though I can't read really past the second one. We also have Kaguya-sama, Love is War, volume 26. I think it must be getting kind of close to the end, right? Not sure. We have Seraph of the End, Gurren Ichino's Catastrophe at 16. This is a prequel to Seraph of the End, published by Kodansha of all things, which is really odd. I think I mentioned that earlier. It's a Toon one, which I wasn't aware of, but this kind of help explains what happened to the Earth, kind of how we got to the state where we're at, why Gurren is the way he is. He's like the main commander to our main character. And so they allude a lot to this series in the main series, but that's because of the light novel. So I was like, man, I'm never going to know what's going on, why this guy knows this guy's sister and things like that. But now, man, Manga Boy can fill in the gaps. Soul Eater Volume 11, I feel like this got delayed. It's the Perfect Edition, so they're 1.5. That time I got reincarnated as a slime, 22. The supposed kid from the dungeon got moved to a starter town, Volume 9. I wonder how long that's going to be. Sakamoto Days, Volume 9. We've got the Ice Blade Sorcerer Shall Rule the World. Pretty much just picked this up because it was on sale. I thought it sounded interesting. And whoa, wow. I really like this number 5 volume. It's all rainbowy. It looks neat. So I heard it was a harem manga after I bought it, but I refuse to believe it. It looks so much neater than that. Ayakashi Triangle, Volume 4. This looks like a cool little cover. Yona of the Dawn, Volume 39. World Trigger, Volume 25. Marginal Operation and Ascendance of a Bookworm. Part 2, Volume 7. J Novel Club's Marginal Operation 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I really like J Novel releases. I think they are high quality. Boruto Volume 17. I don't think I could have said that more cursed if I wanted to. So I think this goes all the way up to the time skip. Yes. So that is great. We are pretty much caught up. Ayashimon, the final volume. And lastly, and leastly, Blackguard, Volume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is by the same creator as Devil's Line. Ooh, I like that kind of silver outline they've got there. That looks neat. 4. These were all just in a bundle, so they were pretty easy to justify buying. I don't know too much about this series other than Devil Line was hype, and therefore Blackguard is probably pretty good as well. The art looks pretty simplistic, but also somewhat appealing because of how clean it is. So that is good to see. I do like some blood. That kind of a style. Wow, colors too. Damn, that's sick. I'm reminded of Bleach. Hopefully the plot is a lot better than Bleach. But a big issue with Bleach was how clean everything was, to the point where it was too clean and the author was just blatantly being lazy and deciding to not draw backgrounds at all just so you could draw the action, which is fine. But like, it it was just so obvious after 70 volumes that he had no intention of making anything pretty in the background for us to look at. Volume 3 of Ayashimon, the final volume. I didn't really like the first issue. The second one I was a big fan of. It's again by the same author as Hell's Paradise, and he was assistant on Chainsaw Man, I believe, or Fire Punch, something like that. But this is his third title that he published in Weekly Shonen Jump, so that was great. Yeah, and he did Hell's Paradise and Jump Plus. So, yeah, that should be interesting to see how it ends. I heard it ends as it was getting better. I agree, it was getting better up until that point, because Volume 1 was pretty bad. But Volume 2 is good. Hopefully Volume 3 is better. Maybe it's worse. I don't know. Boruto Volume 17, like I was saying earlier, this goes all the way up to the time skip, which is excellent. Marginal operation of this series I've been kind of piecing away at because of the fact that it's always on sale. So every time there's a summer sale or a winter sale, I usually get one bundle of this. I haven't read any of it yet, which is really annoying to me. But I think I'm actually all caught up to it now. I actually do hear good things about this series. I think Sendo said that he saw a review on RIGHTSTUF and it said, buyer beware, there's full frontal nudity in Volume 1. And so he bought it immediately, which I thought was really funny. You can see a few pages here. Artwork looks really pretty decent, actually. So yeah, it should be interesting to read. The guy is a strategic, I don't know how to say it, tactician. So he's able to help maneuver on the battlefield. Set into a bookworm. This is a fairly popular series about a girl who gets isekai'd into a world without books, and she's like a librarian, so she really likes to read. And so she has to kind of recreate her hobby. You can see here with some, I guess she gets some magic, which is cool. But I really don't like the spines on these. They are really difficult to read. You kind of can't see at all what it says, even when I bring it up this close to you. And I know it's really blurry, but even if it's not blurry, it's very difficult to read because it's a thin book, and also the font always tends to blend in with the spine color, which is really annoying. World Trigger Volume 25. I feel like it's been ages since we got a World Trigger volume. World Trigger is a great series about aliens kind of invading from another world. Think Koenke Mundo arc from Bleach, but the entire series is that. So there's a lot of Bleach references today. I need to shut my mouth up because we don't need that. Yona of the Dawn Volume 39. This was also on sale, so I picked it up during that Viz publisher sale, but it was kind of lower priority because I was getting Renee and Snow White in the red hair. But I did decide to pick up one of these, and then I found out that it was all being on sale this week, so I only grabbed 39 at that time, so now I grabbed the rest of them that I was missing, which is great. Ayakashi Triangle Volume 4. There's usually a ton of boobs in it, but it's not wrapped up, so that's good news. Maybe it's fine. Oh my god! Anyways, this has been a lot better. This is not anything like Yuna and the Haunted Hot Springs, thank goodness. This is a fair amount of action as well as harem in it, so Kentaro Yabuki can do both. I know Black Cat is a little bit older, but it was a really cool series, and so I'm glad to see Yabuki going back to his roots there, Kentaro, whatever you want to say. He's finally kind of swinging away from To Love Ru, thank God. The Ice Blade Sorcerer Shall Rule the World, Volume 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, I really just thought that the concept of the title sounded very interesting. I think ice is a cool spell that doesn't always get utilized in a way that is very, I don't know a good word for it, cool. It usually gets kind of reserved for the normal, cold-blooded people who are just kind of background characters or their rivals. So it's interesting that he has ice magic and has a sword, and I'm like, neato. And he doesn't get naked like Gray, so that's cool. But you can see he's doing some magic here. He refuses to back down. This looks like a really cool fight. So yeah, I am excited to read this series by a lot. hopefully it is as good as I'm hoping it to be. But I doubt it because I have unrealistic expectations. So we'll see what it's about. Sakamoto Days is better than I thought it would be. I love Sakamoto Days. It is one of my favorite series right now. If you're reading any Jump volume, it should probably be Sakamoto Days. FYI, essentially, a hitman. He's retired. He has a family. He runs a convenience store. Gets kind of pulled back into the action because a hit gets taken out on him and his family. And so he has to protect them. And he gets a little bit of a more bigger family because he meets new people to train and help him out and just help them become better people. Kid from the last dungeon moves to the starter town. This whole volume is printed upside down. So that's funny. Oh, look, they put the table. Wait, oh, so see what it is. So this is how you'd have to read it. You'd have to like you'd have to read it like this way. Oh man, that is too silly. Well, I guess like I don't technically have to return it. I probably would want a replacement, but I could totally read it. I mean, you just read it this way instead. You know, it's not hard. It's just like a little bit of a twist when I open it up. So if you guys don't know, RIGTHSTUF, the way you have to get returns is you have to mail the item back and pay for the shipping on your own. A lot of the times it is not worth it unless you have like 3 or 4 volumes because of how much the shipping will cost to send it back. Then they'll send you a replacement for free. But again, it is like kind of a pain in the butt. You're better off just to buy another copy and say, you know, this is a pretty low chance to have happen to you. So this is the first time it's happened to me. So it looks like we go to Kunlun, which is really cool. That's the last dungeon boonies. So that'll be interesting to read it through. Slime volume 22. I can't believe Slime's still coming out. Holy shit. Slime has been around for years at this point. I don't even know if Slime will ever end. I'm going to assume not. Soul Eater Volume 11. Soul Eater, great series. Probably not as good as Fire Force, but still, it's cool to have the perfect editions with the nice glossy paper and the really cool few color pages that we come across here. Just nice. This is going to go up to... hard for me to say. We're past, I think we're past anyways, Arachna, but maybe, yeah, I saw the kid there. I can't remember his name anymore. It's been so long since I've read this. Not Idon. What was Takeshin? Not Takeshin. What was, I can't remember what Death's friend was, that they were like really hinting at. Noah, I think it was. Yeah, Noah's little servant kid here is here. So we're right past Arachnia, which is really cool. Arachnia was a very good arc. This is going to go up to volume, let's see, probably around volume 16 and a half. So yeah, we are getting slowly but surely to the end. These come out very slowly, which is, I guess, good for the wallets, but bad for the fact that we don't get anywhere very quickly. I showed a few pages of Seraph at the end here. This is a very cool manga. I'm very happy that they are releasing this as a toon one and just as a manga at all, because I didn't even realize that this was going on in Japan. So yeah, glad to see the light novel getting translated to a manga, so I will be able to digest it. Kaguya-sama Love is War Volume 26. I'm not sure how long this series is. I was a big fan of watching the anime. I am like a whole season behind and movie at this point, but that's okay. I am still very excited to read it and get to the end of it. Let's go through a whole bunch of Renee here. Well, I'm not going to really go through all of it, but just like a few pages on the beginning here. I got this series because I'm actually getting a full set of Rumiko Takahashi at this point. So yeah, I am really excited. The fact that I'm actually very close to getting it. This series I actually don't hear a lot about. I'm not sure if this is a good thing or just a underrated thing. So time will tell. That being said, Rumiko Takahashi rarely misses, in my opinion. I would say Mao so far is my least favorite series by Rumiko Takahashi that I've read, but even that is becoming better the more and more I get into it. Snow White with the Red Hair. Again, I'm just going to show you guys a few pages real quick through here. Fantasy manga. I'm not sure if it has anything to do with Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I'm pretty sure it does, but I pretty much got this for the fact that it is a fun fantasy manga, not so much of the... Whoa. What is this modern day bullshit? Is this an isekai? Is Snow White with the Red Hair an isekai? Wow. If that's the case, I should have been on this series long ago. And then, yeah, again, lastly, I showed you guys a few pages of this as well already. The Life and Times of Osamu Tezuka. This is a fat book. For comparison's sake, this is a normal Viz manga. So, yeah, it is like 1.5 times bigger. So that's very nice to see that. Look at that. You know, it's amazing. So yeah, this was a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, both haul and this book. So glad that this all came in pretty reasonably timed. I ordered everything either this past week or even a little bit later than that, like maybe even Friday or Thursday. So I am shocked that this came in, and it's Monday right now that I'm recording this. It came in today. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you picked up down below in the comment section. I'll probably only have one more order coming in because we're on the last week of the RIGTHSTUF summer sale. The only caveat to that is if they do a yen press sale at the weekend. If they do, I will probably pick stuff up there. If they don't, well, obviously I won't. But yen press is a publisher that I'm missing probably the most series from. So that would be exciting to be able to get a few of those on sale. I really want to get Spice and Wolf. I really want to get Silver Spoon and a Kami Ga Kill. That series I would like to finish up. So yeah, let me know down below how you're doing through this pretty impressive sale. I thought it was kind of slower at the beginning. It had good series that a lot of people, had. But if you're new into manga, it would be really good to pick them up. But now we're starting to get a little bit more good stuff, especially with these publisher sales that they had on the weekend. So yeah, very pleased by that. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.